I do love to share my own experience coming from Africa and living in a European country, you know, and or the Scandinavian, one of the Scandinavian countries. And it's very interesting because there are small things that can happen that can trigger and make you think very differently about a situation you've never really thought much about. So I had a very interesting encounter. So I was visiting Bergen, and Bergen is, the west part of Norway, and it was very interesting because I missed the B-Bahn. That's the one you take from the city, from the airport to the city. And there was this girl, quite young, and she came and she sat next to me. So I said, "Oh, did you also miss it?" She said, "Yeah, and I'm so tired. I've been working the whole day after school. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning." And she started telling me stories. And I found it very interesting because in Norway, rarely will you sit next to someone, especially when there's a big space where you can sit somewhere differently. And we just don't talk to strangers. I do talk to strangers because I come from a very different culture, but I've also learned not to talk to strangers because sometimes they might think it's a bit, like they need their privacy, or they think, oh, you're crossing the line. So I rarely do that. So, and she started telling me how she's tired and blah, blah, blah. And as we are speaking, now we start talking very deep things. She started telling me what she does. And I don't think she was even 18. I think she was maybe 17 or something. She was quite young. And she was very, very tired, and she was coming from work. Because here you can work from the age of 16. So I'm just listening to her, and I've never thought, I come from Kenya. We are, how many tribes? Maybe more than 50 tribes. And all the tribes, we speak different languages. We can't understand each other. The only language for us to understand each other is either Swahili or English. So, and we have a lot of, with these tribes, sometimes people can be kind of tribal, but they don't think about it. The tribalism it's there in Kenya, whereby you can hear someone say, I want to employ a nanny to take care of my children, but I don't want a nanny from this tribe, or I only want a nanny from that tribe. And a lot of people don't think that discrimination, that you refuse to give someone a job to work for you because they are of a different from a particular tribe. And we don't think much about that. But if someone said the N-word, a lot of Kenyans would understand that racism. And I found it quite interesting because when she's telling me all